Greetings. I'm Stan Aronson. I'm an independent business consultant, and this is my Meetings in a Minute. My suggestion to you is to quantify everything. Try to think of yourself as an investigator. Everybody's watching the CSI series, one community or another these days. You don't have to think about being a forensic investigator. Just create a trail so that someone else can follow it. Quantify, measure everything. Put those into your reports. We're in an era of accountability. If you aren't doing an accounting, you're left out of the modern era. If you want to get ahead, you're going to find a way to quantify and measure everything because we're in this era of accountability. And in order to move forward, we need to be able to generate reports that tell us exactly whether or not we're performing or whether we're just standing still or moving backwards. One of the best measurements that you can use out there is a break-even analysis. In order to perform a break-even analysis, you have to figure out the difference between direct costs and indirect costs. You can call them direct expenses or indirect expenses. We're not going to get into accounting jargon here. The idea is that a cost and an expense for this discussion are one and the same. So indirect expenses are those that are hidden costs. You don't necessarily see them. How much time did it take to perform that function? How many assistants did you use and how much of their time did you take up? Those are the hidden costs. The direct costs are easy to figure out. You usually wrote a check for them. But in order to figure out whether or not you've broken even, you need to figure out all of the hidden costs that you don't normally quantify and measure. And in effect, you'll be able to better communicate with your accounting department, accounts receivable, accounts payable, and especially with the chief financial officer, which is the individual that you want to be able to prove a return on that expense for. So my tip to you is quantify and measure everything, and that way you'll have the ability to demonstrate to the superiors that want to move you up that you have achievements above and beyond the job description.